Hello, all you Aquarians. Welcome to your January 2022 monthly reading. And I cannot believe it is 2022 already. These readings will not be, will have been out for a couple weeks before January 1st, but I want to let you know that for New Year's Day, I'm actually also going to be putting out a pick a card reading for each zodiac sign. And the theme of it's going to be just asking the Creator, what do you want us to know about what's falling out of our life and falling away, and what's coming into our life and coming toward us, the endings and beginnings that they want us to be aware of and give us a heads up for the year. So keep a lookout for those. Also, the monthly readings that I'm going to be doing, they're all going to be based on the chakras. And we're going to start off with the most popular 7. So this month is the root chakra, which is why you see all the red, because that is the color of the root chakra. And that has to do with how we relate as our individual self to like groups or like the world, the they. So it's not one-on-one, but with groups. And also within that, we also begin to face our fears and understanding at our core what is making us feel unsafe and what is making us feel insecure. So we're going to be asking the Creator to show us what is making us feel that way and how can we transform those emotions into where we do feel more safety and more security. And we're going to start off by pulling a card here from these deck that I'm working on with the Creator. And it actually has 7 stacks within it, one for each of the 7 chakras. And the first one is, of course, the root chakra, the red one. And we're going to be looking at like what emotion, it says in here, what emotional heat am I feeling? So it's what emotion is making us feel unsafe or insecure. And then we will pull some cards from a tarot deck. And what I've been doing with my monthly readings is that I will take a deck and split out the major arcana from the 4 suits of the minor arcana. And the major arcana one acts like this card here too, where we'll see the overall energies for the month. And then I'll get into what the minor arcana are for here in just a moment as well when we get to that place. But we're going to be using the Wild Unknown tarot deck this month. So to start off, we're just asking for our Aquarians Creator, what do you want them to know about their safety and security? Okay, there we go. And here we go. We got frustration. And so this, of course, frustration is when things are not unfolding, when we are wanting them to unfold. It's not happening fast enough. People are not getting things done when we think they should be done by, and things are not unfolding in our outside world, in our inner world, to fitting the timeline that we have wanted it to be. So we are feeling that frustration. I love it, though. The Creator gives us the stop time is how we transform these emotions, this feelings of insecurity and feeling unsafe, really about the future, because that's evidently something that hasn't happened in the proper timing yet. So this is all about jumping us into the future and how we're looking at it going, but this needs to happen before I can be happy. That's what we're getting frustrated about. But the Creator is all about stop time. Do you trust me that things are going to unfold perfectly in the perfect time, that I'm going to bring them to you exactly when they need to be done? If we don't, then that's where we can do our inner work and trust and go, why am I not trusting the Creator? Do I not think that, everything is in perfect order? If I trust the Creator, then I also trust their timing, right? And one of the big things that happen in our life is when we place our fulfillment, if we have this list of things that has to happen, basically saying, I will be happy when we'll never be happy, because even when all this happens, when we get to this point, there's always going to be something more that we're wanting, because this thing is never going to fulfill us. And a quick story of mine, because I did have this opportunity in my life where I was like transitioning in my life, and I'm like, okay, what is my dream? My ultimate dream would be to be, a best-selling author and be doing, teachings and seminars and, doing, this YouTube channel and it would be, millions of followers and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. All those things you think are supposed to be for a successful, spiritual adventure, right? Well, in my mind, they took me to the future and said, okay, you're sitting in that. Everything is that you've wanted to happen has happened. Now what? And would you be happy? And I'm like, honestly, if I'm really truthful to myself, I wouldn't be, because I'd be looking at, well, what's next? What's next? What's next? Because I'm not happy here and now today. Why am I going to be happy then? And so now I changed it to be, my dream is to be here now with the Creator in this moment. And then I'm choosing to be happy for no reason at all. And then no one can take that reason away. And so the frustration of timing goes away when you realize and you come back to this moment here, here, here. So that's the story. And then we're also going to pull a card here, of course, from this major arcana and see what else the Creator wants you to know about that. But yeah, I love that. Stop the time, come back to this moment, come back to the now, because the past and fear lives in the past, fear lives in the future, but love lives in this moment, and fulfillment lives in this moment as well. So for our Aquarians, what else do you want them to know about their January, please? Okay, right there. And we've got the world. Yay! You have the whole world. What are you going to do now, right? It's kind of like, when you have everything that you wanted in the world, what's next? What's beautiful that this card is all about ending of major cycles and beginning of something new. So I love that. This is the ending of all this old way of thinking and moving into this new way of thinking, that you have everything that you need right here, right now. And you can be happy for no reason at all. I just really feel like this is the message that's coming through. We're also going to pull, of course, from the minor arcana. These are going to represent 4 different areas of your life. And the first suit we're going to look at is the Wands suit, which is the fire energy. And it represents like your drive, your ambitions, your aha inspiration, your passions, and your spiritual energy. So this is going to be, okay, what the Creator wants you to know about your spiritual adventure or your energy adventure. Is that the only card, or do you have any others? Yep, one more. So you get 2. So you, of course, get the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands, which is the highest wand you can possibly get. And so this is about connecting to the highest spiritual energy that you can, which is your higher self, which is the Creator, which is that whole posse of beings on the other side. All your angels and guardian angels, all of your spirit guides, your loved ones on the other side, your ancestors, whatever beings of unconditional love and light you believe on the other side, it's there, and you're getting this giant spark, this giant new surge of beautiful energy, spiritual energy, but also drive and ambition for your life as well. And you're protected for risk. And so it's really this message of like, you've got everything behind you. Just go for it. Leap now. Do what you want to do, because you have everything you need in this moment. So it's like, what are you waiting for to live? To live your dream. Because if you're not living your dream, you're just existing. You're not living, right? And what do you got to lose? What are you waiting for to live your dream? To die? Live your dream. Yeah. And here's the 7 of Wands, which is all about that you don't need to get defensive. You don't have to defend your dream. You don't have to defend your actions and your spark and your drive and what you're wanting. You have the other ones, this beautiful ball of energy that you're just being in during the month of January. You're just feeling this wholeness and this completeness. Other people may, get a little jealous. They may get a little insecure or fearful for you, because that's what people do, They want to make sure you don't get hurt. So they're going to tell you, well, I don't know if I would do that. What if that happens? What if this happens? What are you going to do if that happens? Oh, all this stuff. And some people are just miserable too. They're like, why don't you just come back down here and be miserable with the rest of us? So this is about not worrying about that you're going to be in such this beautiful ball of fire. You don't even have to worry about it. You won't need to get defensive. You don't have to defend it. People are like, well, here's my opinion. You're like, well, thank you. Appreciate your opinion. I'll take it. You can even say if you feel you need to say something, just I'll take that into consideration. And you will for a second, and you'll go and let it burn up in the little flame. Unless it's something like aha, and it resonates with you. You're like, oh, what a brilliant idea. I think I will adapt that in. But don't stray from being your authentic self and following this new passion, this new drive that's coming for you. We're also going to pull a card here from the Wild Unknown Animal Spirit deck. This is like an oracle deck, where this is a tarot deck. It's from the same author. And we're just going to see what else the creator wants all of you Aquas to know about your spiritual or energy adventure during the month of January. Okay. Oh my gosh, yeah. Pretty perfect here. Got the cosmic egg, and this is all about connecting to your spiritual side here too, and new birth, of course. And I'm going to read from the book here. And that's the cosmic egg. Let me just find it. They're not in alphabetical order, so I apologize. It's probably the last one. Yep, of course. Completion, just like this, completion, harmony, the infinite within the finite. So the cosmic egg is the final card in the Journey of the Animal Spirit deck, which this is the final card in the tarot. So that is perfect. It represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. So this state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. That's so hilarious, because that's what frustrates us with time. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The cosmic egg also deals with the 7th chakra, which is the crown chakra, and it says that this, of course, the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head called the Sahasrara. It's Sahasrara. My apologies. I know I murdered that. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine, which is the root chakra, upward towards this crown chakra. Each of the 6 lower chakra plays an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. So I love that for you. This is definitely about endings and new beginnings, and realizing that it is ever intertwining, and definitely about this journey of your root chakra is such an important piece of this movement upwards towards your crown chakra. So I am loving all those messages there. We're going to move into the pentacle suit next, which is the earth element, earth energy. And this is going to be about your physical world, where all three of the other suits are all about your inner world, your thoughts, your emotions, and your spark here. This is the only one that is your outer world. So this is going to be what the creator wants you to know about your physical adventure in the outside world. And the card already fell out. Let's see, is there any others? Yep, they went. Oh my gosh, so you get 3. So this is all about your physical world during the month of January. Yep, you get to 8 of Pentacles. You're building something beautiful. You're building this creation. You're moving from being this little assistant, like you've been in school for a long time, but you're graduating. You're moving to a next level, which all about this endings and new beginnings. You're ready to let go of where you were headed, what you were doing, how you were believing, and you're ready to move into this master level of whatever it was that you were working on, whether it is this outlook on life or if it was something really in the physical world like education, or you know how like blacksmiths used to have those assistants that were there learning, and you've been doing the work, and now you're ready to express your creativity in your own special way. Also, this web always reminds me of connecting to the other side too. It's like you're going to be connecting to the spiritual World Wide Web. You know, you're going to be able to communicate, and you're very sensitive of what's going on in the outside world too. Not in like a sensitive where it's freaking you out, but you're aware of things because something happens in the web of life, and you pick it up. That's what happens. There's a little movement in the web, and the spider knows, right? Yep, and you've got the beautiful butterfly. You've got the 2 of Pentacles, which this is all about becoming aware of your higher self. You're more than just the caterpillar. You're this beautiful butterfly too, this higher self, this beautiful, powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. So like where this was talking about the King or Father of Wands is you connecting to your higher self. This is the awareness in your outside world as well, that you're more than just this physical human skin and the ego and the shadow that, moves through this body. You're this spiritual being, and it starts to reflect itself in your outside world as well. Yep, Son of Pentacles. This would be the Knight of Pentacles, and this just reminds you as well that out of the 4 sons or the 4 knights in the Minor Arcana, the other 3, because they're inside, things move fast, but the outside world has its season. It takes time, and so this is a message that you're going to have a lot of inner activity going on. It does take some time for it to fully sprout and fully move to the outside world. So just be patient as all this inner work that you're doing makes its way to the outside world. And then we're going to pull a card here from the Sacred Forest Oracle and just see what else the Creator wants you to know about your outside experience, your physical experience for January 2022. All right. So for our Aquarians, what else? Okay, that one right here. And you got the Bear Spirit, healing. And that's card number 4, and let's see what message comes from them for you here. There it is. You can sense the presence of the bear even before you see him, kind of like the web, right? You turn slowly and look deep into his eyes as a long lineage of healers, invisible yet real, step out from behind the trees and surround you both. When you reach out and touch this thick fur, you feel healing energy instantly surge through you. This card will appear to let you know that healing on all levels is occurring, and it can come in many forms. Be ready to accept it. Know as well that you are that you are a healing force for others. You may not even be aware that you are a conduit for healing energy, but when others thank you, simply say, "You're welcome. even if you don't know how it happened. In many native traditions, a bear spirit is thought to be aligned with humans, as he can walk upright like a human. He represents the healer and good medicine. He also bestows healing powers to those who are worthy. You indeed are worthy. Bear spirit energy can also represent grounding, strength, and confidence. It activates a stable foundation to face whatever challenges appear in your life. And the spirit of the bear says you're a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. You are strong and grounded. Healing is unfolding and/or a situation is being resolved. Have faith that all is well. Yeah. So this is definitely about trusting the unfolding of things. And I love that this is earth energy, which is very grounding, and it's talking about this healing, grounding energy as well, and that you have this ability to touch so many. There's also this message that I've felt around this timing of things, that if it's about a physical healing, or it could be emotional, mental, whatever it might be, it's like it's not happening fast enough. When you trust and let go of all those expectations, a lot of your frustration goes, a lot of your fears go. That feeling unsafe, that feeling insecure activates the fight or flight in our bodies. And our fight or flight shuts down our nervous system, shuts down, a lot of things around our bodies, because it's preparing to run or to fight. And so with this message about the, timing, trust the timing, have faith that everything's unfolding in its perfect way. And as you release that, as you start to feel more safe, as you start to feel more secure, that will actually, that calmness and getting out of that fight or flight, not being perpetual fight or flight, actually is healthier for our bodies than when we're continually in fight or flight mode. Then we're going to move into the sword suit, which is the element of air. And this is going to be your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. It's going to be what the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of January. And you are air signs, so this is your element. You're used to being here. It doesn't freak you out. It's your stomping grounds. So nothing to be surprised here, I'm sure. Yep, 3 swords. This is the expectation card. This is the feeling of heartbreak. This is the realization of, oh wow, usually there's this huge heart with the 3 swords stomped in it, and here's that red. Here's the root chakra, where you're facing your fears and your expectations, and you're facing this belief that you have, that your heart can be broken, that things can fail. So all those supposed tos, those shoulds, those need tos, those have tos, especially around timing, is such a huge piece for you. But it's all like, well, that has to happen. Once that happens, then I can be happy and I'm whole and I'm complete and I'm lovable and blah, blah, blah. And I'm only a success when, this thing happens. So sometimes you reach an age in your life too, and you're like, oh my gosh, I was supposed to have, I was supposed to be a CEO of a company and have, this big house and these cars and, this beautiful spouse and, children and this much money in the bank and this boat and this lake house and this vacation house and, all those expectations, all those supposed to be's and should be's, and this is how I'm supposed to look and everything else. You're really seeing how those are not your truth, that those are just opinions from the outside world. And realizing that and digging into these really helps you understand it. Have faith and trust that I have everything that I'm supposed to have right now. How do I know it? Because that's what I have right now. If I was supposed to have something else, then I would have it, wouldn't I? And it's like, what? And it's just really this revelation that comes through that awareness. We're also going to pull a card here from the numerology guidance cards, just to see what else the Creator wants you to know about your mental adventure during the month of January. What else for our Aquarians, please? Whoa, okay, there we go. I laugh because abundance. This is about your belief in abundance. Very powerful card, 88. And this is the color of the high heart, the high spiritual heart. And let's see what message comes in here with the number 88 here. So this card indicates a need to adopt an attitude of abundance in order to attract it into your life. By drawing this card, you're being encouraged to recognize the numerous opportunities in front of you, for the universe is bountiful and there's plenty to go around. Since you attract what you believe, right? You must improve your perception of the world. Replace your thoughts of scarcity, competition, and shortage with feelings of abundance, prosperity, and hope. The universe has an infinite supply of love, health, wealth, and wisdom. Therefore, a greedy, competitive mindset only prevents abundance from flowing. At this time, you must recognize and address any limiting beliefs that are blocking this flow. Perhaps you were brought up to believe that money doesn't grow on trees, or maybe you aren't convinced you deserve to be happy, successful, and prosperous. When you change your perception, you change the circumstances of your life. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to adopt an attitude of abundance. Share what you can with others because there's enough for everyone. Be grateful for what you already have and know there is plenty more to come. When you believe that the universe is abundant, you can make your dreams come true. Love it. Affirmation for this card: the universe has unlimited abundance, so I always have what I need. Perfect. I am loving that. So definitely, when you have these thoughts and beliefs about scarcity and lack and things aren't coming, that's what makes it feel like things aren't coming on time. But when you believe in abundance and are grateful and have gratitude for what you do have in your life, that is that transformation that takes you from this place of not feeling safe and feeling insecure to a place of safety and security. Which brings us to the final suit, which is Cups, water element, of course, and that represents our emotions. So we will see what the Creator wants you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of January. All right, what else do you want our Aquarians to know? Or what do you want our Aquarians to know about their emotional adventure? No, not all those. Okay, that one. Yep, Two of Cups. Makes total sense. This was about, one of these cups is you, your human self, and the other cup is the higher you, that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And this cup pours into this cup because our human cup does not feel whole and complete by what we get on the outside world, from these expectations. Each of these swords, one of these swords is relationships, whether it's romantic, family, friends, work, even with our fur babies and feather babies, situations like education, jobs, that kind of situations. And the other one is the physical, like our human body, our possessions, our finances. All those things do not fulfill us. They leave us feeling empty, right? When we get to them, that's that whole thing I was talking about. You get to it and you're not happy because what you were looking for all along is that connection to the higher world. And so this Two of Cups is about this realization that you're more than the human side, you're also this higher spiritual being. And so you feel this wholeness and this completeness because what's in that cup, it's like the Ace of Cups. It is the Holy Grail. It is the golden chalice. It is full of the living waters from the other side. It is the essence of our Creator, the unconditional love of our Creator. And that's what we're truly thirsty for, and that's what the Aquarian actually brings as the water bearer, what it brings to the world. It has this beautiful gift to show the world what it's truly thirsty for by letting it sip from those waters of the unconditional love, because that's what the water bearer brings, this new, fresh way of looking at things, this new, fresh, unconditional love from the other side. So perfect. And then lastly, we're going to pull a card here from this Priestess of Light Oracle. And this could be more clarification on what emotional adventure you're going to have, but because it's also the last card of this reading, we're going to let it be a wild card. So it's going to be whatever else the Creator wants you to know about your January. So for Aquarians, what's your final message for them? Okay, they want this one right here. And do you have Divine Mother? Love it. That says nurturing, compassion, and grace, which would be also 37 adds up to 10, which is endings and new beginnings, so we started off with endings and new beginnings, and we end up with endings and new beginnings. Divine Mother energy, the moon is very much water energy and emotion, and it's the unconditional love that it comes in. So perfect card for that. And let's see what the final message is here for you. Surrounded by the golden light of purity and creative power, this beautiful symbol of eternal maternity brings the energy of care and compassion to your life. Whatever gender we identify as, there's a Divine Mother in each of us. It lives in the eternal light that feeds us and nurtures the world through us. It lives in our choices, our tenderness, and in our loving energy. First, this card reminds you to prioritize your own self-care. In fact, it's time to become your own loving mother. If you've been dismissing something related to your own needs or preferences, muster up the courage to nurture and prioritize yourself. It's never dishonoring to others when you truly honor yourself. There may be someone who needs some care and compassion from you as well. Open your heart to the opportunity, but remember to strike a balance between the energy you give others and the energy you give yourself. Your loving care will go much further if you stop to fill your own reservoir along the way. On a purely practical level, this card can also herald parenthood for you or someone close to you. The Divine Mother breathes the vital spark into family and fertile productivity into any important creative endeavor you may be conceiving. Call on her gracious assistance and let your creative juices flow. And the affirmation for this card is, I choose to increase the tender feelings in my life as I bring loving care to myself, and I expand the energy of love in the world. So perfect. Yeah. So definitely there's this message about, this feeling safe about your future, feeling secure about your future, knowing that everything's unfolding in perfect, alignment with your journey, what you wanted to have come here. Your major cycles are ending and beginning. So this belief, all these expectations in time, and all those expectations around those are drifting and falling away because you're about to birth. There's this beautiful endings and new beginnings, this birthing of something new and amazing in your life. And I love that for you because I am also an Aquarian Sun, so I love this for us. All right. Well, I'm going to leave the reading there. I do want to let you know, in addition to these readings, I also do weekly energy updates for each of the elements like fire signs, air signs, etc. Also do new moon, full moon readings, and a couple other readings throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below. And that's going to make this notification bell pop up. If you click on that, that'll take you to your settings and you can choose to be notified immediately. Also, if you're enjoying these videos, I really appreciate giving me a little thumbs up and click that like button, because that allows the YouTube algorithm to share these with other people. So if you want to be part of sharing these messages and sharing the love, just give the video a like, and I would greatly appreciate that if you feel so inclined to do so. All right. Well, I also want to let you know that in addition, that every second of every day, you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. All right. Well, have an amazing January. I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon, but until then, you take care.